This is KUGAN CASSIUS fly from London, all the way from Atlantic City. I've got on the phone the new IBF middleweight champion of the world, Darren Barker. Darren Barker, how are you?
Oh, that sounds good, mate. That sounds good. Still ain't sunk in yet, mate. I'm telling you. Me and Eddie said I might sink in by the morning. We both woke up, seen each other and went, nah, it ain't sunk in yet.
Obviously, like, everyone in the UK was up till fucking 6 o'clock in the morning by the time the programme had finished. No, obviously, listen, it was well worth it. It doesn't matter what time it is. You went there and, you know, there were moments in that fight, Darren, everyone was watching you and thinking, you know, especially when you went down, as that you got back up and you got through them difficult parts of the rounds and, you know, you put in that performance and deservedly so. So you must be over the moon with it, Dal.
I'm over the moon. I just wanted it so much, too, and that's what got me through them rounds and that. But also, that, to be honest, when I stuck to my boxing and kept things simple, you know, I was winning around fairly easy, but it was just the occasion of wanting it so much. I started loading up and throwing big shots, but, you know, it was just me. There was no stopping me. So I wanted to win so bad when I was on the floor. But, you know, even after the breathe, I thought, oh, there's no way I'm staying down.
How good of a fighter is Daniel GEALE, in your opinion?
He's a lot. When I watched him, I thought I'd handle him a lot easier, but he's very, very tough. That's obvious. But he's a lot more awkward than I thought he'd be. He's good at getting in and out of range quite quickly with his feet. He threw some more unorthodox shots. He was, a little bit different than I thought he was going to be, but ultimately a real tough man. And you know, I just thought he was a great fight for all the, you know, public.
How's the cut?
No, it was only little. I've got a couple of them little strips on it. Nothing major.
Was you hurt in that fight properly? Obviously the body shot that got you down, but was you hurt at any other point in that fight from him?
Nah, not really. A couple of times people came out, was hurt and all that, because you standing there taking shots. To be honest, right, I know it was silly and it was a risk with the scoring and the judging and that, but at times when I just kept my hands up and I was taking them on the glove, it was me catching a breather, if you like.
Yeah.
And I was just comfortable taking a few on the gloves where it might have looked like I was getting hurt. I wasn't really. But don't get me wrong, that body shot completely took the wind out of me. I was gone.
Well, when it come to the end there, I know you said on Sky that you had faith in the judges and everything, but we know that people go over, get fucked over, etc., etc. So there must have been something in you after GEALE got the first part of the split. Did you think in your head, hang on, or was you confident that you'd done enough to win that fight yesterday?
Yeah, I was confident, but then you always have that in the back of your mind. But it's one of the things that's out of my hands. So I've done my job for 12 rounds, and then it's just up to up to Buffer to read out the scores and find out my fate. But it was what it was. I thought I won the fight. I mean, other than the knockdown, I think it would have been a unanimous decision. But
yeah,
it was what it was. I don't really know what to say, to be honest. I'm still speechless. I really am.
Well, at least Buffer got your name right.
Yeah, that's it. He come in and he apologised beforehand, and he goes, you know, that's a double. Actually, that was a triple. I won the title. He got my name right, and I'm redemption at Atlantic City, so I'm happy. Was Eddie crying in the ring? Because it looked like he was. So, did you notice that? He was crying in the ring. Yeah, saying his eyes. So did I, and all. And sat him in front. That's why I was making funny noises.
Listen, everyone, Eddie crying was trending on Twitter last night. You weren't. You weren't trending for winning a world title, but him crying, he was trending on Twitter for that. Tell him, by the way. So.
No, he weren't, was he?
No, he weren't. Of course he weren't. But where are you now? Then are you on your way home?
No, so I'll tell you where I am. I'm in the hotel canteen where all the staff get their food, because they give us these cards where you get loads of grub for nothing. I'm just absolutely loaded up on pancakes. I've had about 20 pancakes. That's where I am now.
All right, quick word on Martin Murray. He was on Sky obviously last night doing the punditry thing. So you know he was sort of, you know, he said he's pleased for you, not just because it could set up a fight between you and him, but he was pleased for you being a fellow Brit, becoming a world champion. But
he's a good bloke, Martin. You know, he's a genuinely nice bloke. He's a family man like myself, and you know, me title could perhaps set up these big fights between us. You know, it'd be an honour to share a ring with a great champion like Martin. He's a good man, and it'd be similar to this fight with GEALE. I think, you know, the boxing would do the talking. We wouldn't have to be no bad blood. It'd just be two great fighters going at it.
So is there a mandatory against Stern? Is that the case?
Yeah, there is. I don't know what the score is, to be honest with you. I mean, I'll leave that to Ed, but I just get told when I've got to be back in the gym and all that, and I'll just do what I've got to do. But I've got a good team around me, obviously, you know.
All right.
Find out what I'm at next.
All right, listen, I'm not going to take any more of your time, Darren. Have you got a message just for all your fans and that who will be obviously listening to this? And I know you did it on Sky last night.
I appreciate the support so much. You know, I've said a couple of times, for one person to say that they've never wanted a Brit to win a world title as much as they have me. For one person to say that, you know, it's humbling. But to get the hundreds and hundreds of tweets I'm getting of all along the same lines, I mean, it's flattering, it's overwhelming, and I salute you all, and I'm so thankful. You know.
All right, mate. All right, listen, you crack on, do whatever you got to do, and like I said, well done, mate. Everyone's absolutely made up for you here. Please believe me when I say that to you.
Top man, Kugan. Appreciate it, mate.
All right. Don't worry, when it's Barker Golovkin, I'll be out there. Yeah. All right.
Nice one, mate.
All right.
Well, there you go.
Thanks a lot, Dal. I'll speak to you soon. Thank you very much.